Laptop doesn't need to update. That's not right.
Remember how we had this set up last time?
Yeah. And then like when we have the mic, I'll like well, are they gonna pass the mic to people around again?
Yeah, at the end.
Okay, then I'll. Up to you again.
Was I good? Okay. And then we'll make sure that we have him and
Up to your hand.
While recess, we took to another level. I actually fell. So I had a nice black eye.
Oh.
And yeah, it was pretty fun. It was a week of recovery.
Oh. Well, you covered it up. I didn't notice.
Lots of people.
Yeah.
But you should have talked about it in the bar fight and you see the other guy.
Hey. That works. Hey James, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, welcome.
How are you?
So do you know James? He's from Hunter Boat. They do fantastic work in the city around homelessness. He's the chair of our homelessness.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you. Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, certainly applies. Yeah, they do. I'm saying you know right now, so yeah. I'll say it right now so I don't forget.
Hello, how are you? Good to see you. How's your week? Or is it starting now? Hello, how are you? Good.
Good, how you been?
Good to see you.
Just got my laptop.
Oh yeah, it's
You're ready to go? Your PowerPoint's ready?
Yeah, let's see what they're done. These are facilities.
Okay, awesome.
We're close friends.
That's Dustin. Nice to meet you.
So we have Victoria has suggested about the Grant Central. Yes.
Nope. I tried getting in again today and
We have that on.
it's not working. I just have to welcome.
What's that?
I just have to use welcome station.
Oh,
If you want to do it here.
okay. Well then, oh, okay.
But I wrote back how we'll just,
You
just
got
doing
me
like a
in.
high overview anyway. You know,
Okay.
beginning.
But are you logging in?
Because I probably
Sorry.
can't see it. And then, we can do like between Michael, I think he's gonna also be here.
Okay.
We should go about the safety stuff. Unfortunately,
So it's like, let me know your thoughts. Well, I mean, like, they would have been how they're so
and Katie's gonna be doing the update for next
I
year.
don't know.
Because David will be the show. And we can get to it. Yeah, I think we'll hear back from Linda.
So maybe we can get that.
Yeah.
Wherever you go.
Because I have it all. I have a bunch of stuff. And so I was gonna like pull them over.
Oh, good.
I was gonna find out. Okay.
Oh,
Who is this? Is that Debbie? It's got the camera on.
I'm reading your email. For some reason, because it's Grant Station, it goes to my Grant Profiles folder, and so that's why I keep missing it. So yeah, I got some. Okay. Yeah, I just got it right now. Yeah, she keeps sending me this.
No, but she emailed to connect you. I sent her, or she pulled up like the ground manager that we work with at Grand Station.
Which, yeah, like, so we want
Yeah.
Hola.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I did send that email to Zener,
Okay.
and then he emailed me back and said, "Oh, I might have some questions. Let's meet." So I'm trying to wait on his availability.
Okay.
But I
Perfect.
sent it just like I promised.
Okay. Thank you. Victoria, I'm going to introduce you, and then I'll let you introduce them.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah.
Because are you going to say something about? Are you going to give a little introduction about the community foundation or anything? Or are you just going to jump right in?
I don't know. Am I coming back for an update, or is that when I should do my update?
There's not an update anywhere else on
Okay,
here, so
I can do
I
my
would.
update.
Yeah, so I think you can. Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay, so I'll do my update.
So do your update and then
And then I'll
introduce
introduce them.
Jen.
No worries. Jen and Dustin.
Dustin.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I'll let you
just give
introduce them.
update on
Okay.
campaign. Should we pull that up?
What's that?
Should we pull the campaign up? Campaign. I'll ask Deborah.
Oh. We certainly could. What the heck?
I have no idea. She just put it in front of me.
Who did?
A little lady with white hair. Just put it in front of me. I said, okay.
Ready for holiday break? What's that? I don't know if we have any big plans. Just looking right. Just kind of little traditions that happen. We host on my kids' Day, Eve, and then we do a lot of other little like tamales at some point.
So there's no way for you to just log in straight to grant stations and an admin account?
We might be going to Mexico as the last thing. They would probably get go up, but it's near, well, I had like right in the middle. Oh, yeah. I'm planning my wife to give a place or something. I'm like,
That's a big deal. Sit down here for I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. Good to see you. Michael, how are you? Good to see you. James.
Yes.
James Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, from all our
Meeting with Chief Health.
yeah. Thank you so much. We're still meeting.
You haven't heard, so they need to be in.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the stuff that we're doing now or something that probably not. I mean, now it's kind of more, we're looking at education. But I think it'd be great to they could be the conversation, get working on continue to broaden.
When that happens, yeah, let me know. Reach out to David, I'm sure he can get a hold of me.
If we're calling you in,
Yeah. So many things going on.
yeah.
Interesting.
Good. This is like the first time they're doing anything like that. So far, but that would be big. Yeah, to get perspective. Yeah, they do the family.
So they're just gonna. So,
I can't get any coffee, right? Let's try it.
are you a member?
No.
Yeah, you might be a member.
No, you don't say it.
No, so I'll just talk about how I use it, but they're gonna spend more time on public volunteering. They're gonna talk more about their benefits and how that impacts. Oh, that's what.
Oh, it's just nothing to do with it. It's like everybody stand up and cross their.
Not political.
Oh, perfect. Okay, that's good. And there's a QR code. Great. I think that's good. Yeah, I'll just give
We were sad to see most of No, they want us to they want us to catch them first. So, and I just haven't. I finished my doctorate. Crazy. I'm in a crossroads now.
Well, hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Fullerton Collaborative. It's good to see all of you. Here we are into the month of December. Calendars get really crazy for all of us, but we're glad that you are all here. So thanks for carving out time. My name is Jay Williams, and I'm the current board chair for the Collaborative and a founder of OC United, a nonprofit here in the city. And just a couple things before we get going. We're excited about our meeting today as we get to know one OC and get to hear from them and learn from them. So that will be great. But one of the things that we're always in the process throughout the year is sometimes our things on the board here for the collaborative is changing, and I want to introduce you all to a candidate that's coming on brand new with us from Cal State Fullerton, and this is Diego Zarate. I'm going to have him just introduce himself briefly. You already said that before, but I'm going to have him just give you a little introduction, and then we'll actually cast a vote for him in this role.
Good evening, everybody. Afternoon. My name is Diego Zarate, currently serving as the Director of Local Community Relations here at Cal State Fullerton. A little bit of background of me. I've been in the nonprofit space for over 10 years now. I've held positions at Big Brothers Big Sisters, Court of Point Special Advocates, and Origin Foundation as well. I'm a proud alum of Cal State Fullerton, and my focus has always been service. One of my mottos has always been to, one, generate opportunities, but also eliminate some of the barriers to ensure that anybody has an opportunity to thrive, which is why I am at Cal State Fullerton. So I come from service and hopefully able to join this board.
So now you see a little bit about why we want Diego to be on our board. So So basically, we get to do that right here. So I'm gonna just ask you all, and this is kind of an interesting vote, but yeah, could you give me all a thumbs up if you're down for us to embrace Diego on our board? Thank you. Thumbs up, everybody. And okay, so approved. Welcome. He's already been on our board. We had a great time getting to know him, and we look forward to his contribution to all of us in the collaborative work that we're doing.
And we take more people if you're interested. Just talk to Jay and I.
There you go. So you heard the invitation. So our board is always, we're always open as well. So today, to get us started, we want to invite Victoria to come up. Victoria has been leading us with Fullerton Community Foundation. And so she's going to give an update on the work that we're doing now, as well as introduce us to our guest speakers for today from 1OC. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you, Jay. Hi, everyone. Happy holidays. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. So I know we're winding down the end of the year, and so sometimes it's hard to get people out to things. So we thought, well, let's put grants and fundraising on the topic, and maybe people will show up. So we know that that's a hot topic amongst our community and nonprofits, especially year end. So hopefully you guys are working on your year end giving campaigns. I'm sure there's a lot of Amazon wish lists out there going around, right? So it's that time of year where people give time and they also give money. Speaking of money, last time I was here, I talked about our matching giving campaign leading up to Giving Tuesday. I am happy to report that we hit our goal. The community stepped up and we raised $6,266 through that QR code right there. And so, yeah, thank you. And so then the Community Foundation had a little bit of funds thanks to some anonymous donors earlier in the year. So we matched it $5,000, giving us a total of $11,266, which will be split between Pathways of Hope and Camino Immigration Services. So that's all thanks to you. So thank you very much for your giving and for your support. And the Fullerton Collaborative for sharing out the newsletters and social media. I think we had an intern working on the social media. Thank you. Social media makes a difference. Okay. So hopefully you all had good, successful Giving Tuesdays. How many of you participated in Giving Tuesday? Whether it was giving or a campaign? Good, good. I heard it was I did see a stat on Giving Tuesday. It was like $3 billion that was donated or something like that on that day. Yes, it's a big day. So sad that it's after all the spending, right? The other spending, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but hey, people gave, okay? So thank you, everyone. The board recently decided, because it went so well, that we are actually going to keep that QR code open through the end of the year because it's end of year giving. And people do give. There are people out there who are looking for last minute gifts. So if you're a nonprofit and you're in this world, keep that in mind. If you are one of those people who are like, yeah, I do have a couple hundred or 1,000 that I want to give and I don't know where, we still have our campaign running through the end of the year. All right? Okay. So that's that update. The other update, well, I'm going to introduce 1OC, who is a nonprofit organization here in Orange County. How many of you are members of 1OC? Or know about 1OC? Maybe? Okay, know about 1OC, not members. Okay, well, great. Well, Jennifer and Dustin are going to come up and they're going to talk about 1OC and the services that they provide. Most importantly, their membership services, one of which includes two really amazing tools that I use all the time as a consultant. One is the ICAP, which is a capacity assessment tool, and the other is Grant Station. So when you become a member with them, you get both of those tools. But they also do a lot more. So they're going to talk about their corporate volunteering program, a lot of things that they do in the community. So we thought that this was a great starter, an introduction of resources that we wanted to provide with the community. And then next year, the Fullerton Community Foundation Committee is going to think through other topics that we can bring to the group. I'm going to be really honest, probably more catered towards the nonprofit members around fundraising, philanthropy, giving, all of those things that you all have shared with us in your survey to the collaborative. So we think that that's one area that our committee can provide more support in. Okay? So with that, I'm going to bring up Jen and Dustin with 1OC, and they are going to share with you all that they do there. So thank you.
so much for having us. We're excited to present about 1OC for you guys to get to know us a little better if you haven't heard of us yet. I'll start out with saying that I'm Jen Segura. I'm a senior manager at 1OC. I've always been in the nonprofit sector. And I primarily work on our business development side of things, so speaking with nonprofits, oversee our training, our nonprofit learning center, as well as our membership program. So let's jump right in. So 1OC is a 501c3. We are a nonprofit. We're kind of that intersect of nonprofit, companies, companies business, as well as volunteers. We like to think ourselves as a hub that provides all kind of resources, tools, and skills for our community in Orange County. So we've been around for about 66 years now, I think it is, 66 or 67 years. So we've been around a long time. We started out as just the foundation of volunteerism, and then have grown over the years to provide so many different services. You'll see on here our mission is accelerating nonprofit success. So all we want to do is to be in the community helping other nonprofits with any resources, tools, back-end support, any starting nonprofits, anything to help nonprofits succeed. We handle a lot of the back-end stuff that I'll talk about in a few minutes. We have our volunteer recruitment and management platforms. We work with a lot of volunteers. Since we've been around for so many years, we connect with a lot of professionals in the community that have retired out and just want to now provide that volunteer work and service back into the community, which is really cool. Our professional development, we have a lot of trainings that we do within a year. Probably services over 1,000 nonprofit professionals, and capacity building, as Victoria said. I'll talk about the ICAP, the organizational assessment. And we also on this right side have nonprofit networking. We love being the connector in Orange County. We love that we can provide a space for companies, volunteers, nonprofits, everybody to come get together and just network so that, helps the community also, on a business front, but on a personal front too, just feeling that sense of community is really what we try to provide. So the entry point to 1OC really is our membership. It enters as like that front door. Our memberships are $399. It's pretty affordable for nonprofits. We used to have a couple different scale of prices. We ended up making that one flat rate. So if you're a small nonprofit, mid-size or large nonprofit, you're able to join us. It provides immediate access to our resources, tools, experts. And we also have that back office support that I'll talk about. These are some of the things I just listed: the organizational assessments part of the membership, the grant station. Oh, I forgot I have the membership. Yeah, to mind. Sometimes it's easier to look at it there as well. We have a court referral program as well as our job board. I actually found my job at 1OC through our 1OC job board before I even heard of 1OC. So it shows that it definitely works and gets out there, that if you're a member of 1OC, you can post any open positions you have on our 1OC job board. So I'll start with the organizational assessment. This is the ICAT. It provides insight for nonprofits to be able to get a holistic view of their organization. It's an online, about 30-minute tool, so it takes about 30 minutes to go through the questions that are research-based. It's through Algorithm. 1OC has been a partner with Algorithm for several years now, I think 14 years now. So we're able to provide this organizational assessment. It collects data, so it's at least 3 professionals up until, I don't know, I think it's 60 professionals, 35, 60.
25.
25. Thanks, Victoria. Jump in anytime. So It's anonymous, it's online, it's great for staff, volunteers from the org, as well as the board to take, because it, like I said, it provides that holistic views and really maximizes those 6 capacities, which I'll break down on the next page, and 28 sub-capacities. And then with the 1OC membership, you actually get 2 hours of consulting with an expert. So with the board and leadership to walk you through what that means, because it highlights your strengths and also provides those gaps of what we can all improve on. So these are what the ICAP can tell us. It's the capacity stage, which prioritizes the 5 to 10 sub-capacity areas based on the stage, which is great reflections for the stakeholders. It is anonymous, so when you fill out the survey, the questionnaire comes in anonymous. Nobody knows who's saying, which answers, which is great for staff and board, so you can make that comparison after. These are the actual 6 core capacities: leading, learning, overseeing, generating, planning, and managing. And on this slide, that went too fast. It has like the slight definitions of them. So leading is that leadership, that community leadership, that building, the mission, what that looks like, planning, the strategic planning of it, any decision-making that your work is doing, the learning, organizational capacity, what that structure looks like, the program success you're having, managing any volunteers, staff, what that looks like for retention or employees staying or volunteers staying at your facilities. Also collaborations. Collaboration and partnerships is such a big topic and so important for nonprofits to have. Overseeing that financial piece, how's the business doing on the business end of things, and then generating is really fundraising, marketing, partnerships, individual donors, and then any kind of grants or funding, board staff funding. This is what one of the scores look like. So you'll see on the left side, the 82 in that capacity score. Each line has one, so the resource generating, the leading, the learning, you can see all of them there. That score is based on all the responses from staff, board, and volunteers. And it's grouped into that 6 or 8 capacity areas. The next thing that I just briefly touched on was the board versus staff. So when leadership is looking and the board is looking at this assessment, it's saying, what are our scores as a leadership team and as staff compared to board members? It really can show, are we on the same page? Is the information and communication flowing? And if not, how do we change that, right? What needs to be looked at? You get a comprehensive report of, I think it's 75 pages, or a very long comprehensive report after the assessment is done.
Can I add something to
Yeah.
all of this? Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
So,
How many of you try to apply, if you're a nonprofit, for capacity building support? Capacity building or general ops. Everyone wants just general money, right? So a lot of times that's the funder's way of saying, we're open to building, we're open to funding, whatever you need to grow, whatever you need for core operations. This tool measures that. So that when you write a grant, it will give you the language needed to speak to a funder. And this was actually built by funders. So funders 3 funders got together and were kind of annoyed with nonprofits and how they were writing for capacity building. And so they built this assessment tool for nonprofits to take, so that then when they apply, they know what to write for and how to write for it. In fact, when you opt in to take it, there's actually a section asking if you did have funding, what would you allocate it to? And it's one of those 6 areas. I actually know a funder, a community foundation up north, that is actually going to be implementing this for all of their members. Before they get funding, they want their nonprofit members to take this. So that when they decide to give capacity building money, it's based on this, not based on what you think you need, but based on what your staff and board are communicating through this assessment tool. And it started on the East Coast, so there's a lot of nonprofits that are familiar with it on the East Coast. It's taken its time to make its way to the West Coast. But this was built by funders.
I think they also, just to piggyback on your thoughts there, is also a lot of nonprofits that I've been talking to that do the ICAT. Once they're building their 3-year plan, they build in this assessment to their 3-year plan to be able to say to the board, their leadership, this is evidence-based. You know, these are actual scores from what the nonprofits, you know, the staff, the board, the volunteers are all sharing. So it's really important to be able to have that whole picture while being able to develop a budget, a 3-year plan, the plan for working, you know, what are you gonna allocate for next year? Anything else on my cousin?
No.
Okay. Any questions on the organizational assessment before we go on to the next topic of membership? No? I'm curious, can you raise your hand if you work at a nonprofit or for a nonprofit? Okay. And what about a business? Business folks? And government folks, if you didn't raise your hand? Okay. Just wanted to get a gauge on the audience. Okay, so Grant Station. Grant Station, has everybody heard of Grant Station or not yet? No.
I heard of grants.
Hmm?
Oh, I said I heard of grants.
Yeah. Yes. So if you're looking for a grant, Grant Station is an online platform that you could utilize under your 1OC membership. It helps identify any kind of grants you're looking for. So there's so many, I wish I can show it, but
Yeah.
we were gonna log in and kind of walk you through the process of what that looks like. But there's tens of thousands of grants in Grant Station that you have access to. You can apply for them, you can manage, you can track. And it's almost like I wanna say it's like a one-stop shop for that. You don't have to have multiple spreadsheets while you're looking for, you know, grants, putting all the information in a separate spreadsheet. You can do everything through Grant Station now, which is really cool. It includes all the tools and resources. It also, since it comes with the membership benefit, we actually connect our members with a professional at Grant Station, a program manager there, so they can actually set you up, not just with your account, but to talk to you about your mission and walk you through that process of how to find grants for your mission. You know, if you're looking for local grants, federal grants, state grants, sometimes the system can be so overwhelming just because there's so many grants out there. And we have you can utilize that resource to be able to work one-on-one, or your board can work with somebody actually from Grant Station, which is really cool. We have our back end. Anything else about Grant Station, since I can't show it right now? Victoria, any thoughts that you have?
Yeah. So I know
There's a lot of tools out there. So there's Cause IQ, there's Grant Station, there's Grant Watch. There's a lot of them you can get that are free. And then there's some that you pay. It can be upwards to $200 a year, $500 a year. It just depends on how intense that you want to get with writing grants. What I love about Grant Station is when you're in the portal, you can create profiles. So if you are a grant writer and you have multiple clients, you can create multiple profiles. Or if you're just one nonprofit and you just want to set up searches and queries based on a program, you can set up separate ones. And then what the system will do, this is my favorite part, it will send you emails notifying you that there is a grant coming up that hit all of your boxes. And then I actually have one folder in my inbox that just is from Grant Station. And it just tells me, oh, you might like this one, you might like that one. So as a consultant, I have multiple profiles for all my clients, but as a nonprofit, you might want to get alerted on grants based on just one particular program. And you just don't have time to always look every day. So you can set up an automatic query and it'll actually notify you when things are coming up. So that's what I like about that. And then the other thing that it will do is it'll give you a basic profile of that funder. and then it'll give you a direct link to their website, so you can do more research, but it'll also give you information on who they've given to. And so it's really helpful to know who funders have given to in the past to compare yourselves to them. So you can match your mission with their mission and say, well, if they gave to them, maybe they would give to us. And then you can go in and learn more and see if they're a viable solution or a potential funder for you. Okay. Any questions about grants? Our grant station? Anyone online? Do we have people online?
Do I say the amount of people watching?
No.
Okay.
So 1OC has some back office support services as well, our nonprofit accounting services. We work with several nonprofits that are all, size range, mostly the small to mid-sized nonprofits don't do their nonprofit accounting in-house. So we do their back-end support, those day-to-day, we have a whole team of bookkeepers who do their day-to-day operations, their balancing of books, any kind of financial reporting. We prepare those reports and also can come to their board meetings and speak about the financial piece to their board. We do consulting, for 990 tax support at the end of the year. We work really closely with a lot of tax advisors and accountants as well to make sure all nonprofit accounting needs are all met. We also have our HR management and recruitment services. Anytime you're hiring somebody, you can actually, if you're a 1OC member, you can post on our job board that I mentioned earlier. And for our HR recruitment and management services, a lot of nonprofits are small and just don't have the capacity to do have their own HR representative, staff position, allocated position. So they'll connect with 1OC so we can provide those services, especially if you're looking for management or C-suite. We place a lot of nonprofit professionals within the community. Under those two, we also have our fiscal sponsorship opportunities. So a lot of individuals come to us saying, hey, we want to start our own nonprofit. They have this great idea, they have a mission, they have everything built out kind of either on paper or in their mind. And then we're able to kind of sit down with them and see if it makes sense, first of all, for them to start the nonprofit. Also, it's nice because we can do that back-end support, that accounting and HR that I mentioned in those first two. So we do all their back-end support when the CEO can be like starting the nonprofit, running with it, and their tax ID is under 1OC. So that's what a fiscal sponsorship opportunities. We have over 50. I know that right now we have a lot of sponsorship, new nonprofits, which is cool. I want to talk a little about
Yeah, so Dustin Hildebrand, I'm the Senior Manager of Community Engagement. So Jen works with a lot of our nonprofits, and then I work with our corporate partners, sponsors, or just corporate partners, helping them with their community engagement, their corporate social responsibility. So as Jen mentioned earlier, 1OC is really trying to be the hub for volunteering here in Orange County. So she talked about the nonprofit side, and then I handle the corporate side and work with our corporate partners. So we do that in a variety of fashions, whether that's through education of our corporate partners, around their corporate social responsibility, keeping them updated on the trends in nonprofits, where the nonprofits need the most help. If they are funders or providing grants, what are nonprofits looking for? Where's that money usually going? And then helping connect them to nonprofits as well. One of the big ways we help our corporate partners is through volunteering. We do volunteering projects throughout the year. We have 4 big ones that we do at 1OC as our own through our Days of Service kind of program. And then throughout those Days of Service, we also promote other nonprofits' volunteering opportunities. So we have Earth Day, 9/11, MLK Day, and then our season of giving runs from November to December. So we have our own events for 1OC, but then we also advertise other nonprofits events that are going on in Orange County to get, whether that's community volunteers or corporate volunteers out there. So if you guys if the nonprofits in the room are looking for more volunteers, we're able to help you with that by getting companies signed up with you, which are usually big groups, anywhere from 25 to 75. I've even seen groups of 100 people from one company go out to places. And then for individuals on the company side or on the corporate side, if you're looking for maybe a team building event or a team bonding event, or to get your company out into the community, we're able to provide you with a list of nonprofits that have events going on, whether it's around these days or throughout the entire year. Nonprofits as well. We work with a lot of big companies like Edwards Life Science and PIMCO that do a whole month of global volunteering. So like example, PIMCO is all of July. So they have a set number of volunteer hours that their company is trying to reach. And they produce a list of nonprofits where those hours are eligible to go back to their global volunteering month. So if you're interested in getting on this list, we're able to help you out get on this list to get volunteers, big groups out there to help. One of our other service lines on the company side is our actual company volunteering. So rather than sending them out to a variety of nonprofits, we actually work one-on-one with companies and nonprofits, kind of match them. It's kind of like a matchmaking service for companies and nonprofits, where a company or a nonprofit will reach out to us and say, hey, like for example, a nonprofit reached out to us and said, hey, we need this help. This picture here is from the Boys and Girls Club of Fontana. They needed help cleaning up before the start of the school year for them. So we contacted Target. Target was able to send out close to 100 volunteers and was able to do like 3 months worth of work in 3 hours for the Boys and Girls Club. They cleaned up things, they took things away, they redid their mural, they purchased back to school supplies for them. They gave out 100 gift cards to students at the Boys and Girls Club. So it's really a matchmaking service, kind of pairing companies and nonprofits with similar missions to be able to give back. And our ultimate goal is for that company and that nonprofit to form a relationship where they don't need us anymore. They're moving on. They're able to connect and be able to do service projects together. So we've done beautifications. We've done STEAM kit packing. We've done first responder kit packing for them. We've done mural painting. It really goes all throughout the spectrum of service projects that we can do. Friday, we're doing stocking stuffers for seniors. So it really varies for what we do with our companies. But on the company side, on our community engagement team, we really try to educate our corporate partners into what's going on in the nonprofit world and how can they help with their resources and their manpower that they have, and provide that educational standpoint for them so they can take it back to their office and implement it. And if they need help with that, they come to us and we're able to help connect them to all the nonprofits here in the community, because we know volunteers and nonprofits are the backbone of the community, but we need that corporate help to come in and actually be able to do a lot of the financial things as well. So that is what we do on our company side. Is there another slide for you? Oh yeah. That's our contact information. One of our big events that we do at 1OC is our Spirit of Volunteerism. It's coming up in April of this year. It's at the Hyatt at Garden Grove this year. It's our 50th year of the Spirit of Volunteerism, and it's kind of an award show that highlights volunteers. So we recognize volunteers from companies, from nonprofits. Nonprofits and companies are able to nominate volunteers that are doing great work out in the community. And it's really to highlight all the great work that our volunteers in our community of Orange County are doing. So that is in April. Feel free to reach out if you're interested in attending to that. We usually have about 700 people attend, and hundreds of volunteers get recognized, from Boys and Girls Clubs to senior centers to big foundations, big companies. So it's a really great event. It's in April. It's at the Hyatt Garden Grove near Disneyland. So it's going to be an amazing year, especially for our 50th. Because you don't really see a lot of volunteer recognition awards go 50 years. So it's going to be an amazing event. I hope you guys are able to join. Any questions about our company side or corporate side for any of the companies in the room?
Did you say you've been, one OC has been working for 50 years?
Just that event has been going on for 50 years. One OC has been in Orange County for 67 years. Yeah. Well, it's been named One OC, I think, since 2010. We've changed names a couple times. It was like the Volunteer Center, and then I forget the other name, but it's been around volunteers. And since 2010, we kind of transitioned to more focus on the nonprofits and helping them really accelerate.
Gosh, I had a nonprofit once upon a time. Where were you?
Any other questions?
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Yeah, Justin, this is amazing. So this is an amazing resource that can help us in so many places. I know as United, we have partnered with them a couple of times with volunteering programs, connecting us with business organizations that support us. So this is a great resource for you all. So hopefully, we did actually run out of flyers. So we'll, Debbie, we can get a copy of that and make that available to you, so you guys so everybody can have a copy of that. We will make that available. All right. Thanks you guys again for coming, Victoria. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to invite Luis Garcia to come up. Sergeant Garcia is going to come and give us one of our new members here is going to give us a short safety update. So let's welcome Lieutenant Garcia.
Sergeant Garcia.
Sergeant, yeah.
What did I say?
Lieutenant. Yeah,
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
I'm Sergeant Garcia with the Fullerton Police Department. I've been with the police department since 2007. Before that, I was with LAPD for 3.5 years. I'm currently in charge of community services. As far as safety, I don't really have, I'm not really going to cover safety, just going to cover some events that we have done. On the 4th, we did Shop at the Cop at Targets. You guys are familiar with that program. The school district selected 10 students. We ended up having 12 students show up. And we provided basically a $200 shopping spree for those students. Target provided $1,000, and then the police department found another it was $1,200. So each child was able to shop for $200. Yesterday we had the Volkswagen Santa's Little Helper Toy Drive. They've been doing it for 21 years. It was at Yorba Linda. We were able to fill up the Bearcat. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the police Bearcat that we have, SWAT van, basically. We were able to fill that with about 500 toys. On the 13th, we have another toy drive, the Garland State Toy Drive. It's at 204 North Harvard, 11 o'clock in the morning. So we need more toys because we have a lot of agencies asking for toys. We've got 500, we need a few hundred more. We're also involved with Adopt a Family. So this year, the Fullerton Police Department adopted 18 families, and Community Costco adopted 1. So basically, they're gonna, the families provide a list of things that they need, and then detectives or sergeants or whatever watch 18 different units within the police department fulfill that list. We try to. On the 8th of January, we have the Comeria Coffee with a Cop. It's gonna be our first time having it there. Hopefully we see a lot of you guys there. We have an area commander meeting in February, March, and April. We don't have the dates set yet, but it's gonna be coming up. And then for a city event on the 31st, we have first night at 7 o'clock. Hopefully you see everyone here and have a big night. Some of the toys that are gonna be donated, or that we received, are gonna be donated to the Orange County Health Agency. And then we're trying to, get enough toys to donate to the Woodcrest Foundation also, if we have enough. I think that's it.
Any questions?
Questions?
Lots of things going on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Michael to come and join us up here. He's gonna share about some safety and public safety and traffic safety. So thank you so much. And we're so grateful for you.
Thank you, Deborah. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Michael Blonick. I'm the city traffic engineer. And we're trying to just involve the community because we have a grant for a safe streets and roads for all. And we just want to get community input. And what this is a citywide initiative to make the streets safer for everyone from every age group, whether they're walking, biking, going to school, walking around the city, because a lot of people feel they're not safe getting around the city. So we need input to know where is it that you don't feel safe and what can we do to improve it. So I think here we go. We're gonna have a Zoom meeting, but before that, we also have the website with a link where you can also give your input, but you can come to the meeting and also give your input. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Does anybody, yes, questions?
December 16th, the city council meeting.
Yes, but it is, so yes, if you're going to council and it runs long, you may not be able to, but you can always reach out to me if you have any input, and I'll be happy to bring it to the meeting.
And the survey is in multiple languages, is that?
Yes, so we also have the flyers in English, Spanish, Korean.
Question.
Oh, well, you asked part of my question, about the multi-language. How about for the Zoom meeting? Will you have capacity to do it?
I do not know if there will be translators there or not. As of now, I would say no, I don't. You know what, we had a Spanish translator there, so we may have a Spanish translator.
Keep you updated on that.
Any other questions?
I just have a question in
Yes.
general that's come up in our board meeting, and I know that we're possibly putting an agenda item, a discussion in February about e-bikes. Do you have, or?
Update?
Yeah.
So right now, I heard the first reading will be at the January 20th meeting. That is the latest update I have. So nothing's officially in
So
the
the people,
code.
but I don't think they know what.
So what it is this will be this is the police, but it's not just enforcement, it's to educate the community and make sure, because a lot of kids run around on the bikes and they don't know the rules of the road, and so they don't stop at stop signs and people don't necessarily see them, so it's just to keep everybody safe no matter what mode of transportation they're on, but the e-bikes go very fast. And so hopefully it's not to, take away their e-bike or give them tickets, it's to educate them. And that's what the purpose of this is. And a lot of cities have done it, and we're building off of that because we don't have anything right now, and this will help us give a way to do that.
So the 20th, they're gonna have it possibly at the board for the city council to vote,
Yes.
and then we will possibly in February discuss it in the collaborative meeting about how we can support the education, not the enforcement, that's
Yes.
the officers, yeah.
Yes, so, in February,
I'm gonna ask the traffic community to come in February and training and basically things regarding the new laws. So hopefully they'll come in and either provide PowerPoints or just discuss on new guidelines.
Thank you, that's perfect. Thanks so much. Thank you, Michael. Any questions for Michael?
Hey, Michael, quick question. Is there a end date as to when you would like input for the survey?
So ideally, we'd like to get it before the meeting, but it'll be open at least through the end of the year. So yes, if you can, please participate in the survey, because the more input we have, the better. The goal of this is to create 15, so from this, we're gonna create 15 different projects, and then we're gonna apply for funding to do implementation. So the more input we get, the better we'll be able to apply for the funding to do the implementation.
And it's really fun. I did the survey, like, I know that street, I've been there, you know, and they give you examples of what it would be like and their ideas, so. Question.
Is this on the city's website right now?
I'm-
Because this screen is hard to take a picture of and share.
I'm working on getting it, but I can also email it to you.
Or through the-
Yeah, it's in the
Yes.
Google Drive already. So if you go to our Google, you'll find it. And it's in multiple languages.
You type it where?
What?
Find it where?
Our Google Drive, I'll send the email out to the members, but it's the Drive folder that has all of our flyers. Whenever you have an event, if you email it to me, I'll put it in that file folder, like this one.
Yes, I am trying to get it on the city website as well as their social media, just so we can get a lot of outreach.
And Tony's been fantastic. He's been doing our Instagram, and it's on there as well.
Thank you.
Anything else?
One
Oh.
kind of code question. Since COVID, there hasn't been a lot of enforcement on stop signs, and we happen to live near a street with like lots of stop signs, and pretty much nobody stops at them. And I noticed last Tuesday, there was a motorcycle policeman on Valley View, and I said, could you go over, a couple streets over? And he was there the next day. And I do think enforcement, I don't want people to get tickets, but it really does make the streets safer when you're walking, when people actually at least slow to like 5 miles an hour to stop sign.
It helps, and it serves as a reminder. I don't think they want to go out and give people tickets necessarily, but it does. But how do we get people to change their bad habits?
Even if they don't like tickets, they're just kind of sitting there doing the paperwork. It really does impact how people drive the street. And it makes you feel a lot safer, especially when you walk with little.
Well, that's good. That's what we want. And if you see it, just let us know, and we'll make sure to have somebody go out there. We won't say when, so that people won't know when it's going to happen. Yes.
I'm sure I might learn this if I take this survey, but you said your hope is to have 15 projects. Are those all led by what community's saying, or do you have in the survey sort of, we know these are problem spots because of the history of accidents there, give us your input? I mean, how, because it seems, yeah, I'm curious about the process.
So we've had a lot of meetings already. So from those meetings, from input, we've gathered everything, and that's how we get from the data. That's what creates these projects. And so it should cover a lot of the areas with high concerns.
So the meetings were like with the community.
Yes, we had community. We did not have a lot of people show up, but we tried to do a lot of outreach, and so that's why now I'm just trying to get it while we're getting towards the end.
Cooperation of the traffic engineers?
Which traffic engineer?
The city.
I'm the city traffic engineer. Yes.
You are. I was told by the big guy that it's illegal to make crosswalks less than 15 seconds, more than 15 seconds to cross Harbor Boulevard.
I'm not sure about, so the time of the crosswalk, it depends on the length and how fast people walk, and we can adjust it, so it's not necessarily 15 seconds on a shorter street, it's going to be quicker, but if we have areas where there's people that walk slower, we would extend it. We look at every intersection.
I went to a meeting where the traffic engineer was reporting to the traffic and circulation. And his report, he said that people can walk 3.5 feet per second. And that's how they time the walk lights. And he said 85% of people can do that.
So
and nobody will change it to say, what about those other 50?
It depends on the area. So if we look at it and we find that people are walking slower, we give it more time. We can do special programming in the controllers where maybe you hold the button longer and it gives additional time. So you just have to let me know where on Harbor.
That's awesome. Thank you, Michael.
All right.
So much for your time. You are the man.
Thank you.
You are the man. Thank you. So now we're going to turn it over to our quick subcommittee reports. I'm going to invite Linda and an update. I apologize for the date, I did not put on there. It's coming up very soon. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Linda Prieto, and I'm the chairperson for the early subcommittee. Our early chocolate subcommittee meeting is actually tomorrow, December 9th, and it's a Google Meet. So we do have the information sent out to Deborah, but if you haven't gotten it, also send a calendar invite. Thank you.
And what's exciting is that I'm learning about many things with early development, early childhood, and actually in our January meeting, we're going to invite the county. They're going to share results from the early development index for Fullerton area. So it's going to be a fantastic discussion. James.
Hello, good afternoon. Our next meeting is going to be the 17th at 11 a.m. in person. We'll be at St. Andrew's Church on the address up on the screen. We will be moving it for the month of January. We haven't exactly secured the location. It's definitely going to happen before January's meeting. But I'll be sure to provide everybody with an update beforehand and an updated flyer with the meeting location. Thank you.
Great things are happening around homelessness, and how we can work together around that. And
Hi, my name is Phoebe Wright. I work for the Fullerton Joint Union High School District, and I am on the Next Gen committee. Our chairs couldn't be here today, but just to give a little update, on Wednesday we have our next meeting via Zoom, and primarily what we have been doing in the Next Gen committee is we're trying to work with the city on the Student Government Youth Day. And so we're in the process right now. It looks like it will be sometime in March or early April. We have given the feedback that we don't want it to conflict with state testing or AP testing, because the city definitely does want it to be during the school day. They don't want it to be on the weekend or on spring break or anything like that. And so we're talking about those potential days, and it will be about 40 students from the high school district and from FSD, K-8. And then we're also still talking about if it will be a half day or a full day, and we are talking about how transportation will work as far as if it will be school buses or some kind of a charter or something like that, but that's what we've been talking about.
yeah, thank you so much, Kate. So some great things are happening around our youth committee. We have a new youth committee in the city, and they are giving their voices, and so we'd love to have the youth part of that discussion. Peter.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Peter with Providence St. Jude Medical Center, and I co-chair the Health and Wellness Subcommittee meeting with Debbie. So just a quick notification. So we will not be meeting in December because of Christmas and all other holidays. And so our next meeting is on January 28th, and we do meet virtually from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And so if you're interested in attending, please reach out to Debbie or myself, and we could share the Zoom link for that meeting. As 2025 comes to a close, I did want to highlight a couple of the different achievements that we've accomplished through our Health and Wellness Subcommittee when it concerns community outreach and the community engagement work that we've been doing with the committee. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that through the Fullerton Collaborative and working with all of our community partners, we've been able to host 259 activities throughout North Orange County, where we've been able to reach out to 13,341 participants. And so, and the reason why I wanted to highlight this, right, is because, again, going back to what we're doing with the subcommittee, right, behind every single class, behind every single event that we work on, there's a story, there's encounters. And so just wanted to really highlight the profound impact that we're having with our Health and Wellness Subcommittee meeting, and give you all the thanks as 2025 comes to a close. So thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Now, we have some fantastic events. Make sure to email me those events, and Paulette has a quick reminder. You have a flyer in front of you.
Yes, I'm Paulette Chapey, representing Orange County's 4th District, and we have our toy distribution coming up on the 20th at Louera High School. So you know, any families who are really in need and don't have the funds to get their children toys, we've got thousands of toys to give away. So this is going to be a big event, and it's a walkthrough. The kids choose the toy. It's not us giving them. They have a whole pile of toys and they get to choose. So we're really looking forward to it.
Can you just also share an update about the
Oh, we did our Thanksgiving food distribution at the Free Church at the corner of Baston Cherry and Brea Boulevard. Before the event, we asked people to contact our 4th District office as to whether they were going to come. And we had like 450 people signed up. We had a lot of volunteers. We had ICNA and United Across Borders helping us with the actual food. And the day of, from 8:30 to 1, it was a drive-through. We had 1,100 cars that came through, which represents over 5,000 people. And we were giving away not only food, but $25 Kroger gift cards to these individuals from our 4th District discretionary fund so they could buy a turkey or eggs or whatever they wanted. But the need in our community in North Orange County is really great right now, really a lot of need.
All right, we are 2 minutes over. Anybody have anything that they want to share? Good. Enjoy this room. We're here until 4:30. If you want to network and collaborate, we'll see you again. Have a wonderful holiday. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.